honestly don't know what I'm doing right now, but I do know this. Alright, that's enough of that. What's up, baby? Welcome to The Voice of Meco, episode 5. And today we're going to talk about, real quick, like, I was watching a documentary of Lil Wayne, you know, the best rapper alive type of dude. But anyway, he started talking about Katrina, and he was talking about how, you know, he made that video or that song about Georgia Bush, and he was talking like how everybody raised money, and they raised money for the world. My question is, who fault do y'all really think the reason why Katrina was so bad? Do you think it's the government fault, or do you think it was the people of Katrina? I mean, of New Orleans. So I asked this on my Facebook, and let me go to it to see what comments that I got. I had to get another camera because the camera I had wasn't working that well. But looks like the comments are coming in. People love to leave a comment, but they don't want to leave any information, or they don't want to call or whatever. Give me a second here, folks. All right. All right, now this is what people were saying on. Okay. First comment was from Jakia Raquel from Fort Walton Beach, Florida. She says, both. But a lot of those who stayed to ride the storm were those who couldn't afford to evacuate. Elderly who can't do much for themselves, or in New Orleans folk who have evacuated before due to the threat of a major hurricane, but seeing that it hadn't did much damage. As for the government, the levee should have been aided to way prior to the hurricane hitting. Oh, 82 prior to the hurricane hitting. And then Brett Keck replied and said, everyone knows it's both. You would think, though, that the greatest country in the world would have and he put greatest country in the world, would have had a better plan worked out since it's a hurricane. They kind of give you a heads up that they're coming, and it's not like it was the first one. Then Jakia replies and says, you're right, it wasn't the first one, but there have been plenty of hurricanes that my family had evacuated for, but right before a storm, it downgraded to a lower condition, so evacuating ended up being a waste of money. Thank God her family always evacuates, but some people just assumed it was going to be another one of those over-exaggerated ones. Poor judgment on their part. Then Keck writes, yes, some of the hurricanes downgrade, but still the government should have known they won't always be able to get so lucky, and maybe, just maybe, they should have a plan to assist and rescue the taxpayers as quickly as possible, not wait 5 days to get water to the Superdome. And Jakia said she fully agrees. And Sean Lloyd puts Illuminati. That's a little comedy for that one. So we're recording now, people. I mean, you can come in and ask some questions, but hey. All right, so what I have to say on this is that just like Jakia said, you know, they evacuate all the time. And they was like, you know what, maybe we're not going to evacuate this time. And I heard that's what a lot of people was talking about, that a lot of people was trying to evacuate, and a lot of people evacuated and couldn't leave because they didn't have the money to leave, which is very sad. Now, no one on this earth can predict the future, but I feel that a lot of people evacuated at the last minute when they figured out the hurricane was going to destroy New Orleans when it was Category 5. Now, I'm not sure if New Orleans ever had a Category 5 hurricane, but when it got to a Category 5 right before it hit land, that's when everyone tried to evacuate. And it's called, it's like I guess you want to say, complacency on purpose, but at the same time it was, you know. You get tornado warnings all the time, and then all of a sudden you get another warning, or whatever, a tornado's not going to hit down. And then all of a sudden a tornado hits down and destroys your house and kills some people. So, you know, on some things like that, you really can't predict what happens. Now, as for the people blaming George Bush and the government, saying that it's their fault, you know, they didn't give any water, or they didn't come and save people, and it took them too long, and they blew the levees up. Well, for the levees, I don't know if anybody has proof that they blew the levees up, but I think that's kind of messed up. But at the same time, you see what they were trying to do. Do you want to save the county's infrastructure and major things that are going to cost big bucks to fix, or you want to flood the poverty area? It's not right. But try to think in a mindset of a rich person trying to save a little money. As for, I feel like people should have left when they was told to leave. Once again, it's kind of hard to say that, because once you live in an area like that and you get hurricanes over and over again during hurricane season, it's like, whatever, man, you know, nothing's going to happen. But it gets category 5 and the whole bridge is full of people, and then you can't move. And then the bridge collapses and falls and people dies. Very sad. Now, for the government, I don't know how many of you work for the government, but National Guard, Coast Guard, whoever guard, FEMA, you also got to understand that these people are people just like any other person on this earth. When the hurricane came, do you think they had FEMA, the Coast Guard, the Army National Guard, and whoever was helping with the cleanup and the rescuing on standby, just sitting there? Yeah, they should have, but at the same time, they probably felt the same way, complacent. Oh, this is gonna blow over. And then when they finally started hitting landfall, I'm pretty sure they started getting their resources up. But anybody that has been deployed, has been TDY, went anywhere in business for the government, knows that you have to go through a checklist. You have to process. If you, let's say you at home with your family and 2 kids and a wife, they can't just call you and just snatch you up and have you go out there and start saving lives just in a matter of 5 minutes. It takes time for all that stuff to kind of spool up and get started, you know. And then maybe they were wrong for not having stuff waiting on the side for them to spool up, but it's not like, you know, you can just say like 10 minutes now, oh man, this area just flooded, and expect help to be there 8 hours later. It ain't gonna happen. It don't work that way. It's a process, people. So, and at the same time, you can't have people shooting at helicopters. You can't have people saying they're not gonna leave their homes and expect them to get rescued. I'm pretty sure some innocent people that die, and it's very sad. But I don't think everybody should just point the finger at the government, because I don't think it was all the government's fault. I'm not trying to be on the government side. I'm not on anybody's side, but you got to look at it from both sides of the field. It's a process to get all that stuff started. But when the process started, everybody had what they needed. Everybody had FEMA trailers. Everybody got paid. Everybody got probably didn't get paid what they wanted, you know, for their house. But I mean, did you see the houses? Hello, whatever though. But I'm not trying to piss anybody off. I just want everybody to kind of get out of their own little mindset and actually just think about what's going on. Everybody's like, oh, George Bush, you know, that's messed up how he flew over the area. The whole area was flooded. I mean, honestly, if I was a president and the way those people was acting, and he saw the videos online and on news, I wouldn't got him. I would have flown an airplane right over that camp. I mean, what you want me to come down there and walk in the water? That's the president of the United States. I don't care. If it was Barack Obama, I guarantee you he would have flew over an airplane. His safety is important. So let's see if we got any more comments. No comments. So that's what I think about that. And so again, it's very sad, but I don't feel like people should blame the government. And I mean, I feel like I can say a little bit of something, because I'm a victim of a flood up here. I lost my house and some clothes, excuse me, and some clothes, but I didn't lose a life, which is irreplaceable. All those clothes are replaceable. So thank you guys for tuning in. Sexy Red had a video upload that it didn't upload that well, so I'm gonna try to upload it again. and see what happens. And hopefully upload so y'all can see the new episode, Sex Red and Tatalicious. Once again, if y'all got any questions on this and topics you want to talk about, shoot me an email and we will talk about this. Thank you, baby.